Assalamu alaikum. In this video, I'm going to show you how to solve quadratic equation by complete square. Last lesson we studied that we solved the quadratic equation by factorization, like x squared minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. We factor this expression into two factors, x squared is x and x, and negative 3 we factor it into negative 3 into positive 1. Now the middle term is correct, negative 3x plus 1x is negative 2x. And after that, you take each factor equals 0, x minus 3 is 0, or x plus 1 is 0. And finally, write the answer x equals 3, or x equals negative 1. But sometimes you see some expressions cannot be factors, like x squared plus 8x plus 10. You cannot factor into two factors like this one. So for this reason, I need a new method. The method today is called the complete square. Let me show you how can you do it by very easy method and reasonable also. To solve this equation by complete square, you just x square, you take its square root x, the sign plus, just write it, and they take half of this number, 8, its half is 4. And after that, make all squared, and then minus this number squared, 4 is 16. What I did now, exactly, I rewrite this expression, x squared plus 8x, into x plus 4 all squared minus 16. These two expressions are equivalent, exactly the same. If you try to expand x plus 4 all squared minus 16, you will get exactly x squared plus 8x. Let me check with you this time. X squared plus 2 times 4 times x is 8x, plus 4 squared is 16. And the minus 16 here, 16 minus 16 will be 0. The expression come again to the original value, x squared plus 8x. So this is the method. I just rewrite it again for you. To solve such equation by complete square, concentrate again with me. Just write x, the same sign plus, take half of 8 as 4 and make square. After that, always minus this number square 16. Now you can continue writing the rest of the equation. Plus 10 is equal to 0. And now x plus 4 all squared is equal to negative 16 plus 10 is really negative 6. When you bring it here will be 6 positive. So as amount, x plus 4 squared is 6. Really this amount, it has possible two values, positive or negative root 6. Just I take a square root of each side if you need to say like this, square root here and square root here. Don't write to forget. Positive or negative. So x now is negative 4 plus or minus root 6. And this is the answer. These are the two roots of the equation. You can split them into two because they are really two values. The first one is negative 4 plus radical 6. And the other one is negative 4 minus radical 6. I solved now the equation by complete square. Okay, you can continue solve by the same method. Now, if you understand number one, try to solve number two with me, please. Number two, solve the equation 2x squared minus 8x plus 7 is equal to 0. How can we solve? Now I will divide first the equation by 2. I try to get x squared, of course, okay? Now divide the whole equation by 2, even 0, of course, divided by 2. You have now x squared minus 4x plus 7 over 2 is equal to 0. Now complete square, x minus half the 4 is 2, all squared minus the 2 squared is 4, plus 7 over 2 is equal to 0. After that, just write x minus 2 all squared is equal to 4 minus 7 over 2. Just to bring these two terms on the other side, you can multiply by 2 over 2 here to solve it. you have now over 2. 8 minus 7 is 1, so it's half. So now x squared, x minus 2 all squared is equal to half. So x minus 2 equals positive or negative root half. And the root half, to write it in the simplest form, just to multiply by 2 over 2 equal positive or negative root 2 over root 4 down, or 2 times 2, its root is 2. So the roots are x equals, just by adding 2 to each side, you have x equals plus or minus radical 2 over 2 plus 2. That's it. You can split them into two values. Very easy method, okay? Try to solve also this question with me. Number 3. In this video, I'm going to show you total 5 questions in different ways. Number 3, solve the equation 2x squared. Let me write it in a red line here. And number 3, solve the equation 2x squared minus 7 is equal to 4x. Okay? Answer. You have to rewrite the function, bring 4x here. So 2x squared minus 4x minus 7 is equal to 0. After that, divide by 2 to get x squared only. X squared minus 2x minus 7 over 2 is equal to 0. Now complete square, x minus the 2, its half is 1, all squared, minus 1 minus 7 over 2 is equal to 0. So x minus 1 all squared is equal to 1, which is 2 over 2 plus 7 over 2. Just I bring a negative 1 minus 7 over 2 on the other side. I switch the sign from negative to positive. So x minus 1 all squared now is equal to 9 over 2, because we don't just add numerator. So x minus 1 is equal positive or negative root 9 over 2, which is positive or negative 3 over radical 2. Multiply by radical 2 up and down to simplify. It's a positive or negative 3 radical 2 over 2. Finally, the x is 1 plus or minus 3 radical 2 over 2, and this is the answer. Don't forget, these are two values. You have to split them finally into two values, 1 plus 3 radical 2 over 2, and x2 is 1 minus 3 radical 2 over 2. Some questions ask you to round your answer to 2 decimal places. You can enter these value in the calculator, and it gives you simplest form as a rounded value. Number 4, question number 4, and you can stop the video anytime and you try yourself, please, and you check your answer with me. Number 4, solve the equation 15 minus 6x minus 2x squared is equal to 0. Also, I'll arrange this equation again by just bringing the other side. So just write it 2x squared. You can bring all this equation on the other side, just writing 2x squared plus 6x minus 15 is equal to 0. I bring all these terms here to be, I need x squared to be positive. After that, divide the whole equation each side by 2. You have now x squared, okay, plus 6 divided by 2, 3x minus 15 over 2 is equal to 0. Don't forget, I do the complete square procedure on the two terms x squared and 3x only. Okay, so x plus half this number 3 over 2 all squared minus 9 over 4. Always minus, always subtract is the square of this amount. Minus 15 over 2, you can multiply it by 2 over 2 to equate denominator. So you have x plus 3 over 2 all squared is equal to, just to bring these two terms together in the other side and change the sign, you have denominator as 4, and you have 2 times 15 is 30 plus 9, 39. So x plus 3 over 2 is maybe positive or negative root 39 over 4, which is square root of 39. 39 is not square number. I also 3 times 13, I cannot simplify anymore. But square root of 4 is 2. You can take it outside. So it has a value. So these are the values of the answer. Just to subtract each side, or subtract 3 over 2 from each side, minus 3 over 2. So this is 0. So x is equal to positive or negative radical 39 over 2 minus 3 over 2. You can simplify it like the same, maybe like this, plus or minus root 39 minus 3 over 2, like this. Okay, last question I solved with you now. Number 5, solve equation also by complete square. I try to take different question to help you to understand the idea, even if you have a coefficient integers or rational numbers, no problem. 5x squared plus 8x minus 2 is equal to 0. As I said now, try to get x squared before um, starting to complete square. So for this reason, I divide the whole equation by 5 each side. So you have x squared plus 8 over 5. Keep all rational numbers the same. Don't try to uh, change it to decimal. Sometimes you cannot do this. So 8 over 5 minus 2 over, now I can complete square very easy, just x plus the same symbol without square, the same sign plus half this number. 8 over 5, it's a half 4 over 5. Yes, all squared minus this number squared is 16 over 25, okay? Minus 2 over 5, okay, is equal to 0. I can just multiply here by 5 over 5 to equate denominator to be the same as 25. So you have now x plus 4 over 5 all squared is equal to, if you bring these two negative numbers to the other side, you have a 25 as denominator, and this is negative 10, 2 times 5, and 16 will be 26. And consequently, x plus 4 over 5 is positive or negative square root of 26 over 25, which is positive or negative root 26 over 5. And after that, just to bring before x also with this value with the opposite sign. So x is equal to negative 4 over 5 plus or minus square root of 26 over 5, or in one fraction if you need, because denominator is the same, negative 4 plus or minus square root of 26 over 5. And these are two values, not only one, negative 4 plus the radical 26 over 5, and the other one, negative 4 minus radical 26 over 5. Thank you so much, guys, and see you next time. I hope this video be helpful for you. If you understand it, please subscribe in the channel and see the next coming video. Thank you. Goodbye.